Okay guys, so I want to show a new code that I'm working for, the anti-crash protection code. Let me load my standalone version of the Wusik station, which is the one I'm working first. And the first I want to mention is on the top left here. You can see there's a new icon. You can see it changed to red. File, and that's the one, because this uses a different process. So if I look on my text manager, I'll go to the Reaper. I can see that I still have an external process called Wusik here loaded. Even when I'm playing. So that's very good. It's not high at all. It also gives me the option to resize the image that I'm receiving, because this is actually just a picture, an image. So I can resize it in any way. So I can make it very large, very small. You can double click or right click to reset. And everything else comes from the external application. Use it is going to send the mouse information with the values already converted with the zoom option. And I can show the code if anyone wants. I can also open source this code. And it works correctly. There's just one small drawback, is that I had to change the pop-up menu behavior, because as soon as I open the pop-up menu, it was losing its focus because it was opening from the external application. So I had to change it so it doesn't lose focus until you move the mouse away from the pop-up. It's just a small change. Everything else is still working. I can still use my keyboards up and down. I also changed the MIDI CC extras. I was using the volume for the next preset and something else for the previous preset, and that's not very good. I don't remember why I was using that, so I changed it to MIDI CC, the controller number, 85, 86, and 87, which are not used by anything usually, but you can learn a new MIDI CC from there. Let me think what else I've changed. Well, with this change, the advantage is that you get one window that is receiving the data from the other window. The pop-up, the tooltips pop-up also had to redo, but it's working now. And everything else seems to be working correctly. I just want people to give me a hand testing a bit more. And another thing I noticed is that the first pop-up message, let's say I want to load a new preset and the enter is not working. If I click OK, and the next time the enter works. I still don't know why it's doing that, but it's just some small thing that maybe I can fix it later on. So that's it. I just wanted to show this was a lot of work. It was very hard to really get everything working because the interface of the Wusik station, in this case, the interface is not being drawn anywhere anymore. It's being done in a different way. Actually, I draw the interface, I check if anything changes, and then I send to the main process the lines that changed. So right now, it's not doing anything. But if I move the mouse here, and it just changes those lines where the off and the sample and the whole output are being displayed. If I move up and down, it's just change this area, these lines here for the knob. So it's very friendly to the CPU. Friendly to the CPU is a bit strange to say, but you get what I mean. And the pop-ups menu are working correctly. And I have tested this on the Mac OS X, and it seems to be working correctly too. So I'm going to next week be compiling for the OS X, so we can also test this out. And I think that's it. Audio media options is there on the global menu. It's working too for the standalone version. The plugins version doesn't have that. The about box shows correctly. All the menus here are correctly showing. The plugins managers also opens on a new window from the external application and works correctly too. And from what I tested, I was able to host the VSTs too. Let me open the Reverb DX Lite, which has an external. Oh, this one is not working correctly, so I have to check that. But if you find any problem, just let me know. You can see that it reset it to the previous state. It's a nice touch of the ACP code because it really prevents losing anything if it crashes. So if I add an effect here, it seems to be working correctly. Let me try to add a custom effect. Wave shaper. Yeah, it's loading correctly. Let me see. Everyday stare. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's working. Just thought the other one that didn't load. But then again, I have to reset my my plugins list here. Not like that. I want to clear the list first. Okay, let me rescan. But maybe there's a problem with that one that I have to check what's going on. Okay, while it's scanning, I can move the window. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know I could do that. So let me load the initial preset in here. And I'm going to check if the reverb DX light is in there. It's not bridged because it's 64 bits. Let's try and load again. Just where is it? Oh, here. Yeah, now it loads. Because maybe I had an old version of the file that was not correctly working. But it's working now. I just had to refresh my plugins list. And everything else seems to be working correctly. Yeah, that's working correctly. So okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and let me know if you can test this new version up for me.